Okay, I think we're here again. Heck, nabbit. I think that hi everybody. Sorry about. So the power went out. It was like it only went out for like 10 seconds, but like it just like fully everything just like went out, and I don't know wherefore or why, but it did, and it was not very cool of it to do that. Um, but it's back now. Unfortunately, because I do have maybe I'll need to change that, but it must have the power was out just long enough to fully kill. Go away. To fully kill the stream. Because YouTube gives you like a few minutes grace. If a stream dies, you can lose contact, but then still be able to bring the same stream back if you get back to it quick enough. Unfortunately, that was not the case this time. So I just fully lost that stream and have to start a brand new one. Which is... It's a real bummer, actually, because that's that, oh man. YouTube doesn't like it when you start streams that quickly. It's gonna really kill this stream's probably potential. Because 10 seconds is a long time in streaming. Well, the thing is actually, I think what I have it set to default right now is I have about 3 minutes. If in 3 minutes you can lose the signal and then reconnect that same signal, you'll keep the stream up. It's kind of like a grace period. You can actually set that to be a bit longer, I think, which maybe I could look into doing. But that's never experienced that before midstream. That was really odd. Hydro says, I'm here, what happened? Yeah, hey Hydropro. Well, says that happens to me sometimes, at least I was streaming. Yeah, so that was just a good surprise. Jeez, I'm glad it seems like the game remembered where I ended off. But yeah, we're back at it. Dang it. That really... I mean, it doesn't... That's gonna really screw things up now, because in terms of like the people who may have potentially been like suggested the stream, YouTube's not gonna try now because there's two videos that are up at the same time, so it's gonna get all wonky. It's gonna get wonkalicious, in fact. Okay, well, we're here now. We're back. What was I doing? I dressed up as a soldier. Glowy shields. I need to... Oh, that's right. I need to fuck the soldiers. Let me guess, hangover, eh? I've been there. Woke up once after late night drinking and didn't find my kabuto till days later. You don't know what it was filled with, let me tell you. I think I need to... Okay, I can't just... That'd be too easy to be able to right-click on them to do the emote. It needs to be a specific kind of salute. Do I have the Imperial salute? Changing the god, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me when I was in their shoes. Pissing myself in fear. While you form an Imperial salute to the guards. Oh, hello there. Are you new? Emotes. It's the time already. Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. I don't know why they decided that only one person needs to place two, but that makes it easy for me. Chances Lamau. Because they gave you a reason why you can't wear the helmet. Oh, is that what the dialogue was? Saying that, like, oh, you don't have your kabuto on. That's what it was, wasn't it? Gee. bunch of a-holes. Oh no, they're dead. Yogiri's bloodthirsty and cannot be stopped. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. We can dispose of that accursed uniform, too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Hooray. Let's see if it's gonna be just as easy as... Unable to apply glamour plates? Uh-oh. Let's say somebody wanted to apply a glamour plate, or reapply. What would they need to do? I like how the title just says, again, rescue mission. Can't really explain why that was funny to me, it just kind of was. Well, I didn't know how to specify that this was the correct... Like, I mean, it's obvious right now that this is the one that's live and should be the one that people go to. I'm gonna have to... It'd be so annoying. It'd be so annoying to fix that after the stream. I have to do like a part 1, part 2. But whatever. Which means I have to go back to Namai. Be somewhere you can apply glamours. Okay. I'm not in a sanctuary. I have to go all the way back to a sanctuary. That's, I mean, it's not really a big problem right now, because I'm basically just wearing the same outfit anyway. The glamour is, so it's not too big a deal. Unless... I think this is still... Yeah, it's still a good stuff. It's just not... Well, there's a couple of things I guess that are off. I'll probably survive until I'm back at a sanctuary anyway. Unless then I have to fly him back and use the teleport. Yeah, but I have to walk all the way back here. Ah, fine. What was it called? Namai? Namai, Yangsha. Oops. Okay. So can I apply a glamour plate here? Is it just as easy as... Glamours could not be restored. But why not? Okay, what's the missing thing now? Is there like somebody you have to like talk to for it? It's got an exclamation point next to it. One or more items do not have the specified appearance. Why didn't it work? Unavailable due to equipment restrictions? What does it even mean? That's so strange. Oh, hey, Smo. I'm trying to learn how glamour plates work. I don't think they do, is the lesson here. But howdy ho. How you doing? You missed the fun part of the stream, so you're just in time for the good part. Yeah, I don't know what's... I don't know how that works. I guess we're just gonna have to live with that, because I don't know what's going on with the glamour plate situation. But it's refusing to re-equip the glamour plate, so... yeah, that's the thing. how's all? It says there's a button in between two buttons above your weapon. Sure. Oh, there it worked. Okay. But it's still not... It's still not... It's not really working. At least, like... I don't know. It's very strange. Yes, so... Great. So it says, is the item it's trying to glam too low level? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about space bucks. Yeah, Hydropil, there's space bucks accruing. Gotta spend them while you can. Oh, which reminds me. I need to give space... Anybody that was on Twitch that had space bucks accrued over there, I need to give you space bucks of a YouTube currency equivalent. I just forgot they were a thing. No, yeah, it's still totally a thing. There's still a store and everything you can go to. If the item is higher level than what you're wearing, it won't glam. Weird. Okay. Oh, this is Gray getting the Moogle. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. Sorry, boss. How do I... Oh, wait, I have to be in... Wait, I thought I accepted that party invite. Thank you, Lala. Misa Misato. Oh! Hey, Misa. Or Nai. It was Nai, right? Nay. Nay, Nai-chan. Is Misami. Who's earned. Atune says, or higher level period. Yeah, hey, we're on stream part 2, because y'all just barely missed it. Like, Misami says, yeah, it's me. Okay, cool. I'm glad I remembered that correctly. So remember, we figured that out before. Now it was exciting to figure. Thank you. For those who missed it, about 10 minutes ago, the power went out. My stream died, and I had to start a brand new stream for the best reasons that one can start a stream. I was really thrilled. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Don't worry, you haven't missed too much of the action. We've literally gotten like 3 objectives into our first quest of the stream because of our little hiccup earlier. So it says it's the OG Nai. Hey, it's the captured villagers. This mission was easy. Look at that. We got them all. Just scoop them up into our pockets. There's a teleportation Stargate. Okay. Talk to the captured villager. I'm aiding you. Quick, hop on my chocobo. We're gonna blow this popsicle stand.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
God, the voice acting always shocks me every time it comes back.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Oh no.
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true.
Yeah.
Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
Ooh, calling you out. he going to have a change of heart, or is he going to continue to be
You
an
were
a-hole?
Lord Hian's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse.
I don't know if it can get much worse. You're literally about to go become slaves.
It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Let's see. Oh, he's the guy that got whammoed.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord.
It's interesting. Like, it feels like with Stormblood, like, we've basically just been going from group to group of people who are, like, increasingly repressed. And, like, it's harder and harder to rouse them every time. You notice that pattern? Like, it's like we started off in like, Little Alamigo, where, like, it was kind of tough. And then over in the Ruby Sea, it was, like, even tougher to get those pirates to help us. And now we're, like, reaching another new lower level of people who've been, like, so thoroughly defeated in body and soul.
You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Great.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Hey, we saved them, kind of.
Why
Maybe.
would you... After everything...
No, it wasn't for you, for sure. Hooray! A victory that feels like a loss. The will to live. It's the happy success music after such a happy feel-good quest. Great. I just was, dang, that's depressing. Yeah, the people over here in Yamcha and Doma, they've had a tough time. It's been pretty bad. So it says, oppression seems to be a thing in this expansion. The tune says, yeah. Oh no. Oh, wait, okay, I fixed it. Let's talk to Yukiri. Yukiri is at a loss for words. Daughter of the Deep. apologies, Grayson. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure. We dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last who I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. Oh boy, we're inflicting amnesia. This always works. Misami says, I personally really like Stormblood, maybe because the stories feel more grounded. No, I've really enjoyed Stormblood. It's probably been my favorite expansion so far. In a lot of ways, at least. Like... It's a very interesting part of the world that we've gone to. I'm a little sad that we've spent so much of the expansion in Doma, because I really liked Little Alamigo, and I feel like we were only there for like 10 minutes. But, oh well. Interacting. Oh, it's dead. Oh, I see. We're just gonna plop them right down on their post. Like where they were standing. Don't talk to me. No, stop. There we go. And have some medicine. Take that. Father, is that you? Got some good medicine. Don't touch me. Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? How are you all doing? Anybody have a fun weekend? You do anything cool? I feel like it's been so long since we got to have a good chat together. Why is my controller... My analog stick is starting to go out on this thing, I think. It's not my favorite. Over there, but there is a Tauquan in the way. I'm so sneaky. I want to go home. I am down here now. I'm in the glittering basin. How do I get back up? Hold on. Oh dear. Oh, there better be a way back up there. It's not like 3 miles away. Oh, no. Oh, it's 3 miles away. Hatoons. Oh, I thought there it is. Okay. Says I'm doing better than these people in this game. See, Hydropole, that's a good attitude to have. Like, things might not be going great, but I'm not being forced into slavery by an evil army. That's always a positive. Where does it want me to go? It wants me to go over and around over there. I see. As soon as they kicked a customer out of my store this weekend. I hope it was a fun time and not a stressful, frustrating time. That's always... It's not super something to look forward to, I guess, but I hope that didn't get too crazy for you. Also, my daughter had a fever off and on for 3 days, but luckily she's feeling better now, camping for a week with my mom at the coast. That's fun. That's really fun. So I need to find... Oh, that's a... Oops. That's a pretty wide range of space I need to look in. So probably Yugiri is somewhere staring wistfully at the ocean, realizing that her people have turned into a bunch of pansies. There she is. There's a just got off work on my way home. No, don't have too much fun without me. Oh, Cool Air, we'd always have fun. What do you mean? This is a fun, happy time. But hey, Cool Air, thanks for stopping in. And hopefully we'll see you shortly. You saw me, so they didn't know you had a kid. Oh yeah, at Lala. That says, hey. Says, yeah, she just turned 8 like a month ago. Ah. It scared the rest of my customers, and they were really pleasant after. They were really pleasant actually afterwards. That's good. I mean, that's never a fun thing, but at least like if the surrounding people were cool about it, so it didn't get like even more out of hand, because that's what can happen pretty quickly depending on how things roll. But I'm glad it didn't get too crazy for you, I hope. Yugiri, are you realizing that maybe you put your faith in the wrong group of people? There's really cool people over in Alamigo we could go help. Just screw Doma, just saying.
Forgive me for making you search.
I shrugged gently.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Gasp! Is she the Ruby Princess?
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father.
Oh wait, that's totally... Wait, we learned this already. I forgot. We totally met them in that one village. And they were like, oh, don't... Let us know how our daughter's doing and tell her we said hi and sorry that we're even bigger lily livers and couldn't help her. I totally forgot about that.
They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me.
You know, I actually kind of have an in with the new Ruby Princess. She's way less of a tool than the old one. Probably grant you like some amnesty or something in exchange for the fact that I saved her life. But I guess
I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, Brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness.
I guess that's kind of true, actually. That village, like, they're super isolated, but they really haven't been particularly affected by all this. At least, like, in any sizable way.
I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
I don't know.
He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Gotta carry on. It will not always be so. I guess I'll say something. I usually don't. It's against my nature.
That you remain resolute even in the face of everything we have seen. It heartens me more than you know. Thank you for standing by this naive fool.
I nod my head. Gasp. It's one of them ships what's got bad
An
people
Imperial
on it.
airship.
Oh no.
It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
I can't believe they still have those things. Oh boy. Oh, that's right, because it's broken. I can at least get to here first. Hatun says scared. Wait, you own a sword? Sounds hard with one of you. Hatun says you really didn't watch much of your VOD, I see. No, I watched a little bit of my previous VOD, but I think that nugget of information about her parents and stuff was like from like the stream before that even, so that's been a hot minute. It's been like a month and a half. And also quiet. Major Pulse says it must have been really didn't watch her, I wasn't paying attention hard. If it was a stream at night, all my brain cells wouldn't have been shut down by then. Which is I don't know, so I am a supervisor for Starbucks. Major Pulse says cool. Yeah, Hatun is in charge of the all-important task of making sure people stay energized. And also gets the side benefit of throwing people out when they're rowdy, apparently. Which I mean, I guess that shouldn't shock me, really. Because people can be a-holes in any part of the world, I guess, at any time. That's pretty sad that people can lose their temper and be stupid just while they're getting at coffee. Like, come on, guys. This way. Everyone has to hold their breath for this one, by the way. Hope you're holding your breath. Don't let it out. I keep talking, so I'm losing my breath faster. Okay, everyone can breathe now. I was like, give you a ride, but I always get lost on my way to the House of the Bears. This is, but I need to snort the caffeine. Look, Snow, just because everything you consume has to be in a line, like, gotta calm down. Hey, Yugiri. Come, come, we must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it. They have thousands of airships. Why is that one special? They're like, oh no, act busy, hurry. We're doing things. We're being productive. Quick, run more. How else will they know that we're defying the depression?
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
Oh, to shreds.
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
Wow, how lucky.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
It's definitely just that easy.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation.
He's got to be level 70 at least.
He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Yeah.
We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
Flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
I'm sure it'll be just that easy.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
I mean, he makes some good sense there.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
I don't know why you ask me. I never give any advice. I don't think I've presented a plan, even a one time. Have I actually contributed anything to this group? Beyond having plot armor? Quest complete. We did it. Cartoons just eat the beans. How dare you life shame me? Cartoon says it's quicker. This is you, bestie. Can't say that to best girl. This is you are the bruiser. I guess so. I'm just the strong, silent type. Since I do the good murder, that's my job. That's true. I make stuff not alive anymore pretty good. Is it true that you have come from the far side of the world solely to aid us in our fight? If so, then you have my utmost gratitude. Yeah, Goro. If the tales are to be believed, you are a warrior of peerless skill. I pray they are no exaggeration. Anyway, I want to find Lise real quick. Hi, Lise. I found you real quick. It might be stupid and reckless, but if she's going to do it anyway, then maybe... Can I find Alize? I thought her possessed of greater sense than this. Why is she so eager to risk everything with this mad plan? I wonder if I can find Yugiri to talk to. Or if she's already stormed off to be angsty somewhere. I must have stormed off. The tune says the ears give it away that you were the killer. Gozetsu, hi. Path of no return. All warriors must choose their own path, as Gosetsu well knows. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. Okay. So we need to go find where she went. Cloud says hello, Gray and all. Oh, hey, Cloud. Howdy ho. How you doing? How goes it? I hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. I've heard you've been through quite the ordeal recently. I hope you're doing okay. Like, I hope things have kind of calmed down for you. Like, sincerely. Because that was pretty wild. Was going on before. I feel... Oh, there's Yukiti. I did it. That was a smart jump. Wait, Yugiri totally has a minion. Everybody lied to me. NPCs can have minions. Cloud says recovering was finally able to get some good rest, which my body appreciated. That's understandable. I bet... I mean, honestly, getting like a good night's sleep is life-changing sometimes. Like, it's just the best. But we're glad to have you. I hope you're doing okay. We're talking to Yagiri. George, get your chicken butt out of her face. Wow. Yeah, it's a falcon. I'll name it Frightful. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? I shake my head. Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the Moon Gate this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Grayson. I will. Not alone. I know the odds. I know what he is capable of, and that in an open confrontation I will likely die. If I do not, if I succeed, then countless lives will be saved. Doma, al amigo, everything will change. One life for that world is a price I would pay 1,000 times over. What? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you mean to join me? I nod my head. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Isn't this like super definitely an obvious trap? Stay calm. No one knows you are here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard 2 rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends. And they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Hooray! This is definitely going to go perfectly well. So do we want to cast a vote? How does this next mission end? Does it end with Xenos, son of the Emperor, getting successfully killed? Or is it going to end with Issei and Yugiri somehow getting killed through the course of events? I know which direction I'm leaning. Way over there. Dagnabbit. Come along, flightless bird. We have places to be. Klaus is glad to catch. Klaus is binaural. Bunarai? Oh, I see. Bunarai. So rude. iTunes says, is it though? He says, I am home, but also hungry, so I'll be eating dinner. I'll join you a bit later. That's totally fair, Claire. iTunes says, and you're almost dead. iTunes says, great. What? I'm just playing the odds on this one. Let's be real. I can't even glide when I'm a bird. That doesn't seem to make sense. Don't notice me. That ship's all, or the bridge is all blown up. AC says, better call it Yugirio. It's gonna be cool. Pretty good. And also, hey AC, thanks for hopping in. Glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. iTunes says, what makes you think Yugiri's gonna go 1v1 with Xenos? I don't think Yugiri's gonna go 1v1 with Xenos. I just think this is gonna go inevitably wrong. Because we're not even halfway through the expansion. I don't think we're gonna get lucky and kill the main villain of the expansion. Right here, this. Stop spitting water at me, you a-hole jerk. George, no! Oh, he was so young. There we go. iTunes says, that's why you were there? Well, I've been round about plenty of people who've died in front of me. You can't just assume I'm gonna prevent death. I've failed spectacularly many times. Hey, don't scare me like that. He's hiding in a pot. Pot hider. Yosen. Welcome to Yuzuka Manor. Yes. Yosen the Namazu, at your service. If there's anything you care to know, you need only ask, inquire, query. What can you tell me about yourself? Well, as I just said, I'm Yosen the Namazu. I welcome you and others like you to Yuzuka Manor, and act as your guide while you are here. There is always a lot to explain, especially on a person's first visit. I guess you could say that I am the face of this place to the outside world. And of that I am very proud, very honored, very pleased. Cool. This place is known as Yuzuka Manor. It is the estate of the magistrate who once governed over the surrounding village. Yuzuka was the name of his line. The Yuzuka clan was unmatched in their skill with firearms. When the Garleans attacked, it was the Yuzuka who led a troop of warriors against them. Armed with the firearms of their forges, they fought valiantly, yes. In the end, Garlemald prevailed, and the Yuzuka clan fell under their rule. They saw many difficult days, very hard, very trying, but they never relented. In time, they rose up together with their lord and fought back again. Sadly, they lost again, and this time their clan was disbanded. Now there are none of the Yuzuka left, and we Namazu keep the manor. That is how we spend our days, and that is all there is to tell about it. Yes. Interesting story. A merchant and mender. Oh my. Can you repair? You can. There's nothing to be repaired, apparently. Just that good. Yoku? Those fools are off hiding again, drowning themselves in tea. And after I've told them so many times not to, all Namazu know that stuff is for drunkards and mummers. Yeesh. Gilbook. You are aware that we Namazu can read and write, yes? Quite literate, quite smart. And I have the finest writing of all here in Yuzuka Manor. I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks. Thanks, buddy, friend, pal. I don't think we're... All of the Namazu here are quite civilized, very dignified, very sophisticated. The bells you see at our decks are proof enough of that. Okay. You needn't worry for your safety within these walls. No, the Namazu here are civilized. They would never attack man. Cool story. Oh, are you guys going to be the beast tribe that I get to become friends with? Are you the local beast tribe friends? Maybe? I like how they just... No room, move along. Oh, they're just hiding in the pots. Very funny. I like that. Sneaky shortcuts. I guess Yugiri's on the other side of the mansion. He says, guys, assassination attempts are usually more thought out, and even then they don't always succeed. Cloud says, yes. Atune says, catfish tours. AC says, Namazu likes sleeping in pots, a clay pot of catfish. Just be careful not to cook when it is occupied. Atune says, eventually. Atune says, maybe. AC says, and don't cook it with soy sauce, radishes, mirin, sake, and green onion. Oof, that sounds kind of tasty. Let's see you, giddy guys. We're gonna make it. They're a gatherer beast tribe? Okay. As I go for like a second, I come back to see a talking catfish. Oh, yeah, what do you, it's fine, Hydrogrol. Everything's totally normal here, yes. They're a gatherer crafter tribe. Yeah, Final Fantasy is full of what they call beast tribes. Most every area has one or two that you can like find and interact with. Apparently the Namazu are in this area. We're not going to worry about them right now. Gray better get to work on his hand-land classes now. AC says, not the first time the Namazu have been called tasty, I would think. Yeah, I'll do the crafter-gatherer classes eventually. It is on the to-do list. But this is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Quest complete. George, we did it. Good job. Yugiri has made her choice, and so have you. The time between the seconds. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. We'll depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue onto these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. At that point, they have a trap placed for any who would be stupid enough to try to catch them in the act. Of course, that's listed in between the lines of the itinerary, and it's in smaller print. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Is there a pot nearby that I can hide in? A hiding bag. I don't need all these apples anyway. Those radishes, maybe. The popados. Is it popadoe? That's what the vegetable's called? In a tomati? Unless it's just both, I just forgot since they only have high-level gatherers. AC says, I like being an omnicrafter and omnigatherer. AC says, now your ninja skills, Grayson. As long as I have a sweet blowgun, my ninja skills are the best. You ever see the movie Jungle to Jungle? That's how good my blow dart skills are, okay? So don't even question it. Where am I trying to hide? iTunes says, only just one crafter and gatherer to 90. Loading error says you accidentally end the stream. Oh, hey, loading error. No, my power went out briefly. And it was a frustrating, sad experience because I had to start a brand new stream. But hopefully that's never going to ever happen again, ever. And if it ever does happen again, ever, then maybe I have to look into investing in a generator and hotspot for internet. Okay, there we go. These maps are so much bigger than I think they are. It's kind of crazy. Wow, Hatun, is it maybe this spot where I need to hide? Someone says, love that movie. It's terrible. You know, Jungle to Jungle, I haven't seen that movie in years, and that's probably for the best. Because I can't imagine that movie has aged well with its concept. As I did a long time ago. But yeah, I would say for those who haven't ever watched Jungle to Jungle, probably don't worry about it. Honestly, it's a movie that happened, and I don't think anybody needs to really remember it. Unless he had a power malfunction. Yeah, that's what it was. AC says he's got jungle fever. This is lol, yeah. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Smo says I will force it to our anime mix. Smo, tell you what, Smo. I would actually totally be willing, if you want to watch like a good, like sort of like jungle meets city show. There's an amazing anime called Hare and Gu, which is about this. It's about this kid who lives in this like jungle tribal village. It's like non-specific locations. I think it's like a made-up country somewhere that they use for the setting. Like it's like deep in the jungle, and it's all about his experiences trying to live there, and this other girl named Gu who torments him, and it's a delightful show. Loading error says, on the topic of ninja skills, my skills are the equivalent of blaring Fortunate Son flying a helicopter mowing down some guys with an LMG. You know, Fortunate Son, this is another aside, but like, I freaking love Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's probably like a top 20 like favorite band for me, like no joke. Super good stuff. Hydro says, what was it like a live act? Yeah, so Jungle to Jungle. Jungle to Jungle was a live action movie. I'm trying to remember. I always remember watching it. I don't know if it was a Disney movie, but I feel like I remember watching it on the Disney Channel. It was like on in like in the mid 2000s. Yeah, I feel like it was made about the same time like Mighty Joe Young or like Free Willy was made. I kind of remember it like in that same. That's like those are like all in the same part of my brain. Like it's again, not a great movie, but the basic premise is like this family, or I guess specifically the dad of this family, he comes across this kid who's like living in the jungle, like all by himself, like think Jungle Book style, and he rescues this kid from living in the jungle and moves him to live in New York City with him, and shenanigans ensue because, you know, it's from the jungle to the concrete jungle. Ooh, you know, funny. But I think it did have Tim Allen. Maybe it was like a late 90s one then. Sir says, oh, hey, Sir Goodsworth. You're surprised the power didn't go out here with all the lightning and thunder I've had today. Oof, that's no fun. That says, does have Tim Allen, though? That's usually good enough for reason some. I mean, people love to hate on Tim Allen. Or at least, like, meme on him. I think Tim Allen is pretty funny in his prime. I don't know. Cartoon says, can I trust your... My anime taste is impeccable. I have, like, the caviar of anime taste. Claire says, I'm just getting a ton of lightning right now, too. Yikes. I think Sir Goodsworth must be spreading it around. And that's, like, weird. Like, I have, like it's been, like, super rainy and stormy where I've been. But today is actually really clear. Like, it's weird, like, today was the day the power went out. So it says they were good comfort music. He says, that sounded like you had a gun to your head saying that. I says, no, Koo, we're gonna finish with your dinner. I thought it was 90s. Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle. Oh, that's right, George of the Jungle was great. God, I love that movie. So was his rescue? That was his kid? Was it? See, I don't even remember. Like I literally haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, probably. I just remember the scene where, like, he uses the blow dart to catch their cat. But I have such good memories of that movie. It's from a village in Venezuela. This is how dare. Yeah, again, I apparently don't remember anything about that movie. I just remember there was a blow dart scene. Claire says I should be firepower. My power lines run mostly underground through northern Nevada because we get lots of thunderstorms. That's smart. Class says Tim Allen is great. Aaron says he's a VTuber. You can obviously can't trust him for anime. You can obviously trust him for anime. Of course. I'm half anime. All of my opinions are automatically good. It says his mom was working in the village when she birthed him. Okay, Smo apparently remembers this movie way better than I do. So I don't remember any of this. I don't remember a dadgum thing. Oh, the tarantula. That's activating a part of my brain. That's firing neurons. Oh wait, while we were on the topic of anime, did I tell you guys that I finally caught up on One Piece? I probably did, but IDK. Oh. That's impressive, Hydropole. I don't know if I'm ever gonna catch up on the anime. I've been reading the manga though. I'm like halfway through the Water 7 arc in the manga. I'm just about to impel down, I think. I'm like really close. I'm like on that edge. But it's been interesting. I had to stop reading for a little bit because I didn't have internet, but I'll probably start reading more of it. One Piece is pretty good for if anyone else wants to watch or get invested in a really long-running series. It's quite good. Also says Brendan Fraser is a treasure. He is. Most is blow dart and tarantula best parts. We're getting really distracted. I'm sorry, but I just have to say Brendan Fraser is a phenomenal actor. I freaking love all of his movies. It's mostly they had on VHS. This is great. I saw that picture you posted. I can't believe how much your avatar looks just like you. Yeah, Clouds, thanks. See, I believe that a VTube model should look exactly like the real life person. So that's exactly what that photo was. No weird changes there for sure. Unless it's Ennius Lobby. That okay, right? I'm nowhere near Impel Down. Okay, at Ennius Lobby, that's what it is. And it was one of those, government sections of the world, but Cloud Hydropole says Laughy Face. Smo says Scrubs episodes with him are the best. Wait, was Brendan Fraser in Scrubs? We can't talk about this right now. That's fascinating if he was though, because it's been so long since I've seen Scrubs, and so I can't even remember if that could be true. I guess. Okay, we're in a place that's ideal for concealment. Let's get ourselves killed by the villain. Hurry. Ah, there you are. Classes. I do like how in George 2 they literally say that at the start, studio's too cheap to pay for Brandon Fraser again. You have Dr. Cox's best friend in multiple episodes. Okay. Huh. That's where I never noticed that, I guess, or never didn't fully coalesce, I guess, in my brain. He plays a character that acts like himself, of course he does. And George of the Jungle is great for breaking the fourth wall. I mean, why not, right? It's never been a serious series. Like the original cartoon, the new cartoon. Well, new cartoon's a strong term because that cartoon came out like 15 years ago now. But I mean, that's a great IP. I wish there was more George of the Jungle. Oh, there you are. Gasp. Sorry, we got really distracted. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. I hope you've prayed to any and all gods you believe in. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. I nod my head. Don't worry, I'm like 5 levels stronger than the last time we met him. I'm sure this is going to be fine. This is definitely going to engage an event, though. You can tell by the glowies. Which, actually, if that's the case, let me get a little bit of food. Skill speed? I'll do a cockatrice meatballs. I'll have 2 of those just in case. I got plenty. I really should consume my food more often when I think about it. It never hurts to have a little boost. Oh, there's no Namazu in the pot. Lala says, that's why I disbanded the party. I know this was coming. The Lala is smart. Lala will be playing 4D chess with us. Classes, wait, let me cast Protect and Stone Skin before you start. I don't know if it works that way, Cloud. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Level 66 is the max. Okay, so I'm going to get slightly downgraded, but that's fine. I totally forgot about the freaking job class level quests. Oh well. We'll do those eventually. I think that was supposed to be my to-do list today, but we're just going to play this. It's fine. Cinematic cutscene. Standing on a roof. Waiting for the Emperor's son. Dramatic
He comes.
pause. There he is, okay. Gasp. I mean, he totally knows this is going to happen. That's the whole point of this. He's going to catch her shuriken like mid-throw.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Mm-hmm. That is some crazy elaborate armor. Like, unnecessarily complex.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
I think Xenos is in one of the, like, don't talk to him moods, guys.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Now he's gonna make direct eye contact with me hiding on the roof in open sight. I like how, like, even Yotsu's kind of, like, looking at him side-eye, like, man, you crazy. Like, if Yotsu's, like, looking at you like you're a psychopath, you really gone astray. Ooh. Pretty good. Why are you...
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
He's like, oh no. I'm an idiot.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Apparently I'm here too. I don't know how I snuck up on him, but... He's got glorious hair.
I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
He was like, yeah. Your thing, boss. Oh wait, didn't I smash his last blade? And he still called me weak? I just remembered that happened.
Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
This is a proper fight now? We actually get a fight together? That'd be pretty cool. At least only turns into turn-by-turn combat. That'd be sick. Just once. Just let me live the glory days once. Ah, just regos. I'm having a hard time completing combos for some reason. Ooh. I mean, he's actually taking damage this time. They changed the instance AC says, slightly at least. Keep saying weak, but we're doing pretty good.
This day you die! Leave this to me.
Sure thing, boss. He's actually going down a lot easier this time. I'm kind of worried. It definitely doesn't seem right.
fight.
Okay. He's gone to second phase. Well done, Beast. You've earned the right.
Let us put you to the proof.
Look on the Ame no Hakibari. Okay. So he's definitely What is
I
this?
must fight on. I must.
Oh, you
Run,
giddy.
beast, run.
I like how Yotsu's just hiding over there. Apparently I can't fight him close range. That's interesting. Oh, I can. Okay.
Give me something to remember.
I think this is going well. I don't know. Not really, actually. Ooh. Like, I am doing damage to him. Like, this is clearly meant to be a losing fight. So I'm assuming I either... This is like a battle of attrition where, like, once I die, it automatically ends. Or I just have to last a certain amount of time. If, like, a certain phase.
Run. Don't stop now.
I'm not doing a lot of damage to him right now.
Run, beast, run. Give me something to remember.
Ouch. I'm really not sure how long it plans on... At the most, I'll grant you that. But not good enough. This ends now. Okay, so now he's gonna... Okay, there it is. Okay, yes, I just had to last a certain amount of time. I think Yugiri is super dead. Double dead. Triple dead, perhaps.
Ah, I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Yeah. Got better, huh?
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh, cause is the stupid prophecy about the sword he's holding? Oh, broke his horn. He's just like, my horn. He's like, no. It was expensive.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live.
Mm-hmm.
For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live!
Sure thing, boss. Oh, is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna kill Yuri, probably. Yeah. Gasp.
You are not worthy.
Not a single arrow. Oh, hey, it's those guys. Oh, they're about to get super killed. Wait,
From them, you imperial dog!
Wow, he went for actual help. He didn't just go to snitch us out like a turd burglar. Wow. That was nice of him.
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are!
Yep, and they're all gonna die for it.
I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Did I totally call it? Is Issei and Yugiri gonna die during this one instance? I mean, this doesn't work out. I don't know.
Death is death, regardless of the reason.
Sure.
Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me.
Thanks, Cloud.
How wrong you are!
It's Alize. Is Lee's here too? Lee's probably isn't here. Gozetsu! Smoke bomb!
Go, now! Gozetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
Okay, we're all standing up to Zenos all at once.
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
I think all of your guys died. Like, I don't know who you're gonna yell at for Yosuke. He's like, I grow bored.
My lord?
Yay, we did it. We used the power of friendship to defeat the bad guy. We're the winners. Oh, I really fell behind a chat. Hold on. Oh. So this is oh wow old tech classes. I remember like needing someone to cast those on me for a few duties. Claire says, wait a second, I just realized this is FF14 and not FF16, not playing with the wrong game. Claire, oh no. You made a mistake. Hedge says, I finished The Promised Neverland Season 2, and all I have to say is at the end of it is very rushed and skipped a lot of the manga. If you watch it, I would suggest you read the manga first. That was off topic. Sorry. It's all good. No, I agree with Hydro. Actually, I watched Season 1 of Promised Neverland, and Season 1 is great. It's wonderful. Season 2, that's a hot mess. Not good. Not worth watching. I totally agree. As I had a number of people that were not super happy with Season 2. Yeah, Season 2 basically tries to stuff like 12 volumes of content in one season. It's not, right? What's with all the ninja Germans? You know. Yeah, but even Yatsu knows not to mess with Xenos. You'd think so. But he has so much interest in skipping some of the manga. This thing is so funny when you have a... Yeah. Oh, right, because somehow it's like you cut his... You've cut his horn with a book somehow during the course of the fight. Taking those things out of it, the season was pretty good. So he says he broke his sword on you. They changed this instance. It used to be different, but slightly. I still love the thing about how his sword thing spins. Someone asked why it does that, and I think it was either Yoshi or Koji Fox that just said because it looked cool. That's all. You know. Kind of like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. And so someone has been obviously the blade whilst waiting for internet. Shush. Heaven's Fall music. Is Zenos over Nail anyway? Are you gonna beat him? Oh no, he's hot. Okay. Yikes. Has Gray seen Yotsu's history yet? I don't think so. I've gotten little flavors of it. Because at some point Yotsu had a rant while she was doing steppies on top of Gosetsu's face. Where for some reason or other she feels extremely betrayed by the people of Doma. And she feels super justified in wanting all of them to be dead. So it's probably some silly thing or other. I'm sure by the end of it all they want you to feel sympathetic for her in some way, to some degree. We'll see if that actually happens. Match was, no, not Dragon Girl. I wanted to time that better. It's all good. Because my internet is so bad right now, oh my gosh. Sorry to hear that, Hydroprol. It's never fun. Let's talk to Issei. Hey Issei, how does it feel to be not dead? Alright, yeah. Here, have some water. Yugiri, how are those gaping wounds? Oh. Yeah, they're still gaping, huh? Yosetsu. 'Tis not that will not heal with time. Alize? I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head. I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. And don't thank us, thank Alfino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan. How you of all people had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall. That is neither here nor there. We did it. The time between the seconds. We're heroes. I can't believe we got through that without nobody important dying. I was like so sure. All the little angels. Issei is beside himself with emotion. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Oh, right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. I can manage on my own. 'Tis not that we'll not heal with time. Right, everyone ready? Back to the village. Hey, guess who's gonna teleport? This is what about guard number 244755. That's why I said nobody important died. Let's see here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Guard number 244755 is gonna be greatly missed by his family or whatever, but who cares about them? Easy. How are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you. For not giving up on us. The shinobi too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Mm-hmm.
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Not even a little?
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
Like, oh, but they're gonna get mad at me.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology.
Oh.
Scorning your wise counsel,
Sorry.
I knowingly defied our master's wishes and left you no choice but to follow suit.
I don't know why I thought that she was done. She wasn't. She clearly had another sentence. I'm sorry about that.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That's true. Got gaping wounds. I got stabbed like 1,000 times.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
It's Lise, who desperately continues to try being important to the plot.
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
So very funny.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
For what reason?
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
That's probably true.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
That is a problem.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a womb.
That is such a weird and awful way to phrase that, and I don't like it. I think how even Lise is kind of like looking at him with judging eyes. Like, ugh.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
'Tis true, 'tis true.
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
That's true.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no lesser deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
Good job, everybody. Good failed assassination attempt.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
I mean, I guess we did do better for that second fight. Like, the first time we got absolutely walloped. That second time we got to a second health bar. So that's improvement. I assume he only has, like, 3 health bars if we're going by standard fantasy rules. I also nod my head. Hooray! The sky is gray with hope. I shows my internet is okay now. That's good to hear. And Sir Goodsworth says, quick question, Grayson. Have you heard of Johnny Mnemonic and the 13th Floor? I've been going on a binge of older sci-fi movies that are less known, have been surprised how good some are. I've never heard of the 13th Floor. I actually have heard of Johnny Mnemonic. I've never seen it, but that name is extremely familiar sounding. Like, I feel like I've heard that referenced, like, in other things. Like, and there's a lot of older sci-fi I have seen. There's a lot I haven't seen. Like, it kind of is hit or miss for me, like, on the sci-fi genre. Like, but I'm always on the lookout for new and good stuff. If you're finding any, feel free to share with the class. I guess this is our chance just to talk with everybody. Please. I wonder what kind of man Hian is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe, if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. Sure thing, boss lady, sir. It's got Keanu Reeves as the protagonist. Okay, maybe that's why it sounds familiar to me. Cloud says, now I'm remembering some sci-fi movie I saw in school. Something with a boy who goes on a spaceship and the ship is like a living metal thing or something? Great explanation, though. Is that movie, by chance, Flight of the Navigator, Cloud? I mean, there's been a bunch of... There's all kinds of sci-fi movies out there, but... I mean, Flight of the Navigator did definitely involve a lot of boy flying spaceship moments. That says, maybe. I mean, actually, I don't know if that's for sure, but that's a great sci-fi movie. That's like one of my favorites. Trying to think of like any others that could be in that same genre. Ship is like a living metal thing. Yeah, 'cause I mean, like in Flight of the Navigator, the ship is like, I don't know if it was alive per se, but it was definitely like extremely intelligent, like perhaps like an AI. And the whole thing involved like he was like abducted when he was a kid and then returned like 10 years later. Except that he was still a kid, but everybody else had aged 10 years in the meantime. And it was like this like whole crazy thing. Yeah, the description fits. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a classic. But I mean, I might have a bias towards movies that are about alien abductions. That's a pretty plentiful subgenre of sci-fi that I enjoy quite greatly. Such classics as Fire in the Sky, perhaps. Or, what is it, Communion, if you want to have nightmares forever. I will be traveling to the Azum Steppe, Grayson. I have found Lord Hian once before, and I'm confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Noma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hian cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again. And no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. Wait, there's still something we need to talk to. You're way over there. Why are you way over there? So yeah, I'm just finding it surprising how good movies between the 90s and early 2000s, 2005s are. Because yeah, I think that was it. That says, know what I liked at year of my birth. Hey, there's... I can respect that. There's some movies that came out the year I was born that I really love. Definitely not for any biased reasons. Hey, there's another... anyway, that's a whole other thing you could get into with, like, the 90s to early 2000s. Like, some good stuff around then. But here says, Gray, what is a weapon you would want to own? That I would want to own? Like, if we're talking just, like, any old weapon, I really want to get myself, like, a real solid bow staff one day. Like, because I like me a good weapon for smacking things. And also, bow staff is, like, a surprisingly agile weapon, if you know what you're doing with it. I used to train with a bow staff when I did Taekwondo, because I was super cool. I don't know if that's the kind of weapon you mean, Loading Air. Like, if you're talking about a more modern weapon, like, I don't know. I'd have to think about that, but... Talk to Ali's Oh, I should have talked to Alphino first. Dang it. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlaine or Ulda, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical as to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Heian intrigues us, Grayson, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and their comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Dang, I missed my chance to talk to Alphino. As I said before, we have a million things to do here. Much as Alphino and I would love to join the search, we cannot. Right, brother? Lunish says, cool. I'm looking at a Meteor Hammer or a Gravity Knife, though they banned. Says, no, but I was talking any weapon in general. Fair enough. Cloud says, now that lightsabers are mostly a real thing now, we'll take one of those. Once they're smaller, at least. Fair enough. Oh man, do proton packs count as weapons? Those are weapons against ghosts. Could I get a proton pack, actually? It's a small nuclear device strapped to the back of your back. I mean, that should count for something. Says, though they still need to be a little more material and less just large flaming flame. You know, they're getting there. They got to catch up to that really ancient technology that happened a long time ago in a place far, far away. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. You will be joining us, Grayson. I nod my head. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are our last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach reunion. Wait! Don't leave yet! Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. Hey, all the little angels. I don't know what that quest line was in reference to, but redid it. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Mysterious foreshadowing. Ouch. Oof. He's like, I'm not going to try to help on that one.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear.
Ouchies.
Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope. To make an example of Doma. Such as was ordered. Listen well.
I don't think she can do anything else right now.
If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for.
Oh! The hell of a slap.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Your wins are like a stunning 0 right now, Grinwald. Really shouldn't be so high and mighty about this plan of yours. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Gir Abania.
Aye, this is the place.
Man, I wonder who that is. Guess we'll never know.
When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Man, if only we knew which incredibly handsome dragoon that could possibly be. Ugh.
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
God, I liked him so much more with the helmet on. Just doesn't look right. Alas. Hey, I put my wings up apparently. Oops. We're here now. Blacksmith Industry sells mini lightsabers, says Loading Air. It says, it really is cool watching them color the flame, though, for the different sabers. Says, oh, I meant the way they really made it. Chris says, if we're doing any weapons, I'd go Guyver armor. This is makes some cool stuff a lot cheaper. And now I do have to saber luck the. There's this first thunder and lightning. Now I just had a small earthquake 3.1. The end days are here. Oh no, cool air. Watch out. Loading says UNC. He says, for someone like Xenos, that was pretty merciful. Honestly, yeah. He really could have been a lot harsher with her, but he wasn't, so. There's one going on there. Buzz is like, all my 9 days have come at once. Escape was never the issue. It's a whole lot of hole. That's his boxes. He says pass. Hatun says, Estina looks way better without the helmet. I don't know, Hatun. I strongly disagree. Like, when he had the helmet on, he was like a solid 9 out of 10. That face he's got is like, he's like dropped down to like a 6 for me. I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind the face. But to each their own. We both have long roads ahead of us. Good luck to us both, eh? I bet we have no time to speak at length, but there's no rest for the righteous. God's speed. Oh, nice twist on the phrase there. Oh, I should not be surprised that he sought refuge in the steppe. We were separated during a skirmish in the northern mountains. So, what kind of place is the Azim steppe? Oh. That was as good a guess as I do for that. The tune says, then close your eyes. This says, I agree with Ray. This is crazy, but it does take warm-up time. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get used to it eventually, but... It says that the helmet protects the important. It's true. His delicate chin. Consider the chin. Because I think those glasses must have been lost in your avatar. Did you see the right face? I did. He's got like just like a plain old Ellison face. It's no fun. It's no good. He needs a good helmet on that cap. It's sturdy. Giddy is ready to guide you to the Azim steppe. Here there be Zayla. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. You'll need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast, past Isari. Okay. Sounds good, boss. Oh, flashy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Cloud, you're so rude. He says, looks pretty decent in the live action commercials. The face is the moneymaker, also their necks, their ears, and of course the brain. Yeah, he's gotta keep that stuff protected. Gotta keep a helmet on. Be a shame if we bonked his noggin. He says they say the brain is one of the most attractive organs. AC. Alright, yeah. Right. Oh my gosh, what is that quote from? That sounds really familiar. Interesting choice. But I must honor the call of the sky trumpet. Actually, I hope this works. It does work. Yeah. All right. Enjoy that nonsense. Wait, who was the person that put that in? I didn't quite catch the name. Was that Cloud? Was that Cloud again? It's time to bring it back, I guess.
Gosh, this game sucks so much. Who designed it? Satan?
I like that. I like that redeem a lot. It's a good one. I thought I did it automatically. What else? That's fair. No, it's semi-automatic. I have a button for it, but I have to press the button. So it's not fully automatic. But it's easy enough to set up. So yeah, now we're... I gotta... Yeah. Okay, that looks a little janky. I'm sorry. I'll need to fix the window so that I can fit all of the glorious wings in easier. But also, I'm absolutely shook that Smo doesn't like this game. That feels like that's a real plot twist. George, no. Died. There's nothing that could have been done. Where do I need to go? Smoke. Everyone's just having all kinds of fun now. Just a good old ha-ha. Guess. Onokoto? Is that the closest thing? I guess Onokoto's closest. Yeah, because Tamamizu is underwater, which would not be helpful. Guess we go to Onokoto.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Wow, that one is way loud. Hold on, let me fix that. Jeez, I'm sorry about that one. Oh, wow. We get a swig of water, apparently. Jeepers. There we go. Oh, that one's way louder when it's on stream. I need to adjust that one. Apologies that blew anyone's ears out. Okay, we're here now. Oh, jeez. He says, the nanny given advice of using perfume, putting it behind the 3 major points, the wrist, the neck, and between the eyes. The brain is one of the more attractive ones. That's right. Cloud says, you know, looking at it, this fits very well with the game for reasons. So it says, but shit, iTunes is not enough eyes. Laziness. I mean, I could have added more eyes. They would have looked pretty goofy after a while. Maybe I'll go through and revamp the look later. But I kind of got to a point where like I was really sad and frustrated with how hard it was making it for me to do anything with it. Oops, there we go. It says they have 171 space when I use Link. It always says I have 0. Terrors. Now everyone's just having a good old time, apparently. Don't look at me. I don't want to join a fate. Someone says I scared myself. Sorry about that. That one was real loud. Yeah, that's really weird, Sir Goods, with this saying you don't have any points if you do have points. I mean, there is kind of like a... That's happened for me sometimes where, like, I have to, like... If I refresh the page or close it and open it again, then it'll kind of catch... It'll catch on properly. So maybe try that. So you're logged in with your YT account. That is actually important, too. But Sir Goods would have, like, 1,000,000 more points if it was for Twitch. Angel says, what has the stream come to? Class says he's an angel, not a spider. 2 eyes is enough. Yeah, see? Class says, granted, with how angels are depicted as looking, maybe not. I mean, that's a whole debate for another time. Because, I mean, people love to take that passage out of context. Which I think that's, it's not Isaiah, it's the other guy that had lots of crazy visions. Yeah, that passage is taken super out of context because it's funnier that way, I guess. But
I am here, mortal.
apparently Sir Goodsworth is now here. I guess it's working. That's good. He says that music means a large-scale fate. Those don't come around a lot. Ah, okay. So I wasn't logged in. Okay. I'm glad you got it figured out, though. And I still need to, I think, give points back to people who lost them during the transition. I need to figure out an efficient way to do that, because I can't... I don't know how to do that, actually, because I can't seem to give points back offline. I think I have to be... Thanks, loading here. I like laugh. That one's very funny. Let me... Oops. Turn that back up a little bit. So I really need to go through and adjust the the hydrate noise, because that one's the extra loud for some reason. I just need to go through and turn that one down specifically. So I think all the others are pretty well balanced. It's just that one that's like super loud or somehow. He says, lately, island life has been consuming most of my time at 14. I'm not used to slow life. This is, well, there are a number of mentions of angels. I mean, that's really the... I mean, that's kind of like the crux of it, isn't it, Cloud? Is that angels are mentioned multiple times in the Bible in various
water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Still pretty loud. That's a little better though, because when else we go water. Yeah, because like it's mentioned. Glad everyone's having so much fun with the noises now. Everyone remembered those are there. But yeah, because I mean they're mentioned multiple times in the Bible, and it's really only that one passage where they're described as like being covered in wings and eyes, which is, I mean, I think the general consensus is that's like very symbolic because it was a dream, and dreams are already like not really literal to begin with usually. But that's like the one that people always look like, oh, it's the biblically accurate angel. It's so funny, lol. But for the most part, angels were depicted as just looking like regular folks. Just like they always like looked like humans until they transformed into utter brilliance or something. I was talking to you, Katie. That's what it was. But in 48 in the Bible. Sorry for the headphone users. This is not Amdapori. He says there's a Garuda's theme, Fallen Angel. It says, anyways, I'm just burning points in my Twitch account. Oh, is it letting you use your Twitch points? Is that actually working? Because if the Twitch points are working, then I'll just leave that be, and people can just use their Twitch points until they're burned out. Like, that would be an easy solution for me, anyway. Loading here says, what's the difference between Satin and Lucifer Morningstar? Chris says, yep. He says, one feels silkier to the touch. You know what? I don't know if AC is technically correct, but I want that to be the correct answer. So I'm gonna go with that one for now. So you just have to log in with your Twitch account and it works? Okay, that's cool. AC says satin is very smooth. That's satin is a fabric, Lucifer is the devil. I mean, sure. That is certainly a possible interpretation. That says, dang it, I'm slow. Satin. Satan? The Satan? Oh no. Watch out for that guy. I heard he's up to no good. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lise and Kosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Oops. Where is the... Oh, I think I just have to go up. Okay. Never mind. I'm getting myself all confused and fuzzled for no good reason. Guys, I think something's wrong with my screen. It's like delayed for some reason. Like it says it's live, but the audio's from past part of the streams. Oh, weird. Is that happening for anybody else? Hydropola, can you maybe try reloading? Like sometimes if you just if you close it and then open it again, it'll kind of fix itself. He says technically he's a fallen angel, but whatever. Yeah, he's the son of the morning. So this Mr. M has a bit of an ego, but nice enough to in the long run. Dude. Jesus, Santa, he's the devil. I think everyone's getting all confuzzled now. Ace says, have you guys ever watched the show Lucifer? Apparently it takes place on Earth in the year 666. I mean, are you talking about the show Lucifer where he's like a detective for the police? Or is this a different Lucifer? So it says, when you're sitting with Satan with a little satin blanket with your sorrows. And this is entirely off base, but does anybody remember that incredible classic of a movie, Little Nicky, where Adam Sandler is playing a son of the devil? Because that's my favorite version of the devil. Love Little Nicky. Anyway, as long as it's the same here. This is not me. I reloaded it. Sounds like a player error. Weird. It worked. Okay, it worked. That's good to hear, Hydropol. AC says, in FF2, Lucifer was the ruler of hell, but was overthrown by the Emperor when you kill him. Class has never watched it, but yes. I guess my audio clip didn't go through. Your audio clip? Uh-oh. Was there something you were trying to play? Uh-oh. Also, I love that movie. Well, so you mean pineapple up the butter is Hitler's Little Nicky? And over the butt of Hitler Little Nicky. Yes! Oh, there's so many fun things in that movie, but it's. I mean, I know a lot of people kind of have like a thing with Adam Sandler as far as like, some people love him, some people hate him. I freaking love Adam Sandler. I think he's like, even though he typically just kind of plays characters that are a-holes, and that's like his whole character, it's still. AC says yes to that show, Earth 666 in the multiverse. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that's where the setting was. But okay. Winger says yep. Smoke says sticky tongue out face. AC says, how does Mortal Man out devil the devil and make it a contract? That makes no sense. Adam counts as okay to me. That's fair. I mean, I will say, I don't love every single Adam Sandler movie. Like, I don't much care for 8 Crazy Nights. There's a couple others that were also kind of misses, but for the most part, I don't know. His movies really work for me. The people of Isare seem to be doing well. That's a relief. Let me just keep going this way. I think Lise standing there is kind of your hint that you're supposed to go this right direction. Ace says you sign it with an X. So it says GG. He says, I like those older Sandler movies like Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, or Mr. Deeds. Why do I keep freezing up? That's so weird. I can definitely get behind that, AC. Like, I think Adam Sandler, like in the 90s, like the early 2000s maybe even, was really prime time for Adam Sandler. Like, he still had some funny stuff later.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
I'm gonna stay well hydrated with that one. I might need to change the time limit on that one. I think that one's got like a 5-minute limit. Might need to bump that up a little. I was trying to drown Gray. Says, I find Adam's new movies to be very bad. Yeah, I haven't seen any of his new stuff, like, and maybe that's why I still have a very positive opinion of him. So I think the newest Adam Sandler movie that I definitely, like, that I remember for sure watching is either, was it Bedtime Stories, or maybe Click? I can't remember which one of those is newer. So that's probably like 2010 era. So it's been a hot second since I've really watched a Adam Sandler movie. Because remember, like, Jack and Jill came out, and I did not care to watch that one. I don't think I did. But I'm still out 10 points. Uh-oh. AC says Hotel Transylvania wasn't too bad. Oh, that's right! He was in that one. Okay, so I have seen a newer Sandler film. I always forget, because, like, yeah, with the cartoons, I always forget the voice actors and stuff can sometimes be real actors, too. He says, what about Don't Mess with the Zohan? Don't Mess with the Zohan had its moments, for sure. I don't remember that movie too well. Like, there's a couple of scenes...
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Take another swig of water. Don't you worry. I'll honor that every time. Oh, there you are. This is the cave. After you, Grayson. This is an animation when it goes off, you get water poured on you. Because I like HD, but it helps it as Gendy. That's how I get started in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. By no, I mean 2010 plus, yeah. As I saw Click, I don't hate it, but it was great. Oh yeah, Gray, do /playtime, tell us your secrets. /playtime? Oh, I'll get to that in just a second, apparently. I guess we're going here now. Hey, it's the crew. The Azim Step. It's a Yakima cow.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless
water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
A sacred land,
Sure
watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation.
Mm-hmm. More water.
With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It's definitely a good thing that I've got all the audio on separate tracks. Because that means that for the VOD, I can make sure that all the sound interruptions are muted. Seriously, Gray, make the water about 10 minutes each. This is Gray be drowning soon. Chad's trying to drown Grace is cooler. So says you need a CD on that one. I do have, I thought I set it for 5 minutes, but maybe I only have it set for like 1 minute, which is an oopsie. But AC says Waterboy was the one with Bobby Boucher. His mother said everything was the devil. Yes. Can't do that as the devil. There's this 5 seconds? Is that what it says, really? Hold on, let me double check that. Let's see here. We're gonna quick math time. What's trying to think. So 60 seconds is 1 minute. So how much would be in 10? Is that 600 seconds? Is that just straight 600 seconds?
Wow.
Thanks for the wow. Okay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
There we go. Alright. I think I've got that set to be like every 10 minutes now. 300 for 5, 600 for 10. I just was, oh my gosh, no. Gosh, I can do math. Just, yeah, how dare you. Here, I'll find out for you. Things here might be a little difficult to pronounce. Oh, here, you still get out of stock. Ooh. No, yeah, I temporarily disabled it while I was upping the time. This is West, in my opinion, is the best time zone. How dare you. The night theme here is absolutely beautiful. Welcome to Mongolia. Hydropole says boo. I'm getting plenty of water, don't you worry about it.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
I'm pretty sure now that's going to be every 10 minutes. Actually, let me... Pretty sure. Let me just double check something. Okay, yeah. So it should be disabled for the next 10 minutes. I guess we'll find out if it is or not. That'll be a good test. Okay, here we are, back. Oh yeah, right, Lala, sorry. I totally meant to look that up for you. Flash playtime. My total playtime is 18 days, 14 hours, 21 minutes. Holy hell. Is that true? I mean, granted, that's not necessarily full playtime, because I'm sure there's times I'm logged on and not actually doing anything. Like right now, for example. But holy crap, 18 days? I didn't realize I've been playing that long. That means I've got to be almost done with the game, right? I've been playing for nearly, like... What is that, like? That's nearly 3 full weeks of my life that I've played this game. I've got to be, like, at the end of the story, right? It'd be embarrassing if I was only halfway through the 3rd expansion in that kind of time. Disable that until you fix the audio levels, Law says. Law says, I will say FF8's battle theme is great. The tune says Gray's about to drown from the water he's drinking. Law says, it doesn't display the cooldown. Edgequill says, laugh. This is disabled for them. Living says cringe. User says, now is that per person or less if 10 is for everyone after someone uses it. So there's an option for a user cooldown and a global cooldown. I have it set for 600 seconds on both. So in theory, nobody can use it for 10 minutes once one person uses it. I believe.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Owen Wilson, thanks for stopping by. 18 days, that's it, says Cloud. This is 50% more of most people with playtime is AFK. That's probably true. Now is that per person? I'm at 53 days, says Lola. Oof. Also, it counts by character, though, and I have multiple. Yikes. Still gotta do the raids. Selena says boo. God says ooh. We'll figure it out. I mean, y'all should probably consider as well, like, I'll honor the hydrate, but also, like, that if that means that more frequent, like, more frequent intermissions need to be taken as a result, and that's on you, too. I said, stop drowning me, everyone. Othar is vast and filled with many different peoples. I know next to nothing about the Zayla and their ways, but we shall learn together, shall we not? That actually reminds me as well, like, I'm probably gonna... after, I think one of my things this stream is I'm gonna properly figure out the economy of stuff. Because there's gonna be certain buttons that are probably gonna start costing more than others, because I think right now everything's, like, extremely cheap. And I probably should start changing things around based on the enormity of the button. So we'll probably be seeing some changes happening in the near future. Easy. It's very flat, except where it's not, I suppose. That's the most useless thing you could have ever said, Lise. I'm actually disappointed for you. We're all dumber for having heard it, and may God have mercy on your soul. I give you... Oh, that'd actually be a really good sound regime. That whole monologue. That'd be a really fun one. From, what is that, Billy Madison? Speaking of Adam Sandler. I give you the Azim Steppe, Grayson. Though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not much further. Hooray, we're on an adventure. There's graves of Uhtras. I'm trying to take out the AI while pouring water on the computer. It's so rude. He says, how do you feel about booze? Buse? I'm gonna go with Buse. Because the Gray no longer a discount store. Nope, we're going premium. That's how it's gonna work. Actually, we're gonna actually set up a gacha style store where you're gonna have to spend tons of points for the chance at getting the redeem you want. But don't worry, we also have a premium currency that you can purchase with real money, which will be guaranteed Guaranteed rolls on the thing you want. Oh. That'd be really funny to set up, but I'd actually not. I'd hate the work. It is very funny. Thank you, Sir Goodsworth. Aces says, Billy Madison, remember the lunch lady scene? Sloppy Joe's. She made them extra sloppy. Tune says, Alan Coin. Yes. That's exactly what it's going to be called. How did you know? Billy Madison's a fun one. He might get a cool voice line. Or he may get a fart. I'd actually be... Like, I am like 1,000% like too lazy to ever set something up like that. That'd be kind of funny. Actually, that would... what I could do, actually, is I could set up a redeem that's, like, stupid cheap, where it's, like, 1 point, but it is, like, 100% random, where it's, like 90% of the possible rolls will get you nothing, but every now and then there's, like, a really good sound effect inside of it, if you're persistent enough. That'd actually be really... That would be easy to set up, and that'd be kind of fun. This is, how do you like the late night market? It's nighttime. Oh, says that sounds dangerous for your stream. Which is that ought to be good, but also bad. This says make it instantly usable. This is it need a big CD. Wait, is the thing of Happy going wow the waifu wow? Wait, who's Happy? Oh yeah, from Fairy Tail, yeah. I mean, because that's like the classic anime WoW, right? Unless you're saying that Happy can't be a waifu, Cloud. Are you trying to limit Happy's possibilities in life? That's rude. Law says it is. This is maybe not just 1 point. That's his Fairy Tail. Yeah, it's Happy. It is Happy Fairy Tail, isn't it? Actually, it's funny. That never fully occurred to me, but like, that is totally a sound effect from Fairy Tail. Like, I don't know why that never fully registered, but that's just like the anime WoW that you hear like on everything now. I'm pretty sure like other shows have used that WoW. Like, I'm a 90% sure I've heard that same WoW like in another show. Because I believe that's where it started. I believe it. But no, I think that's actually for sure true, because I know it's in Fairy Tail at least. Does anyone remember the Happy Show from Jimmy Neutron? The Happy Show. I don't know if I remember that specifically, but I've actually been wanting to go back and rewatch Jimmy Neutron, because that show is so based. I says, yeah, it's everywhere now. Is it just me, or is everyone here Zayla? Don't be racist, please. I must confess, this is my first time on the step. Booze, fresh abuse, guaranteed to satisfy. Made with game.
Your endless chatter.
So rude. Who is that? Cloud? How dare you? Guaranteed to satisfy, made with game caught daily by the finest Daskar hunters, and prepared by our husbands. Fresh abuse. You giddy. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here's where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. Full story. We did it. Quest complete. That WoW is used long before Fairy Tail? Really? What? I mean, Sir Goodsworth, if you're... Do you either know that off the top of your head, or are you doing like a Google search or something? I'd be fascinated to know where the very first show is for that, because... I mean, Fairy Tail was like, what is that, like 2000... 2006? 2007? When was Fairy Tail adapted? Anime. It was like a mid-2000s show. Maybe even early 2000s? I don't think it came up before Naruto. Oh, I'd be curious, actually. That wouldn't shock me if there was like an older show that before even Fairy Tail did it. Cloud says, Mo. Ace says, a bit of a fun fact, there's only 50 different tribes of Zayla on the steppe, each with different culture. The search for Lord Hien. Yugiri has a simple plan for fighting Lord Hien. She's just gonna yell his name really loud. Hope he hears. So that's what her previous plan was. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, too, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Those dirty, dirty Zayla. Light to my eyes. Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zayla since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny. If they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, these? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. And these lands were not made for men. The soil is thin, and the weather unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain it. Sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hien. People from many tribes gather in reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately, Grayson. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? I nod my head. So was that last time I remember I was around 2002 2001 show that had it the fidelity was a bit worse. AC says one lives in the mountains, one has husbands, the housework and woman hunt, one wears no clothes and only wear white paint. I definitely remember it before Fairy Tale. But not much would shock me either. AC says, how would you find anyone at this time of night? It's only 12 a.m. Why wouldn't the market still be open? So it says just to look up, the WoW anime sign was used as early as the mid-90s. Really? Was it used like in Dirty Pair or something? I'm trying to think of like what mid-90s series would use it. Was it going to call it on my end? Enjoy MSQ grade, enjoy stream all. Thanks, Mo, for hanging out. It's good to see you. Have good sleepy times or whatever else comes for you next.
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell indeed. So it says, Night Smo, thanks for your help. He says, there's one tribe who are fat and swell their bellies by drinking water, like Super Kami Guru. Super Kami Guru, I love him. He's my favorite. Chambui. Views, fresh views, your choice of lamb of Zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? A doman. Unless another Daskar is keeping him in a yurt, he is not here. More fool her. More fool her. She took a doman for her husband. But enough about domans. Let us speak of views instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample the most traditional delicacies. If that's views, I want one. That looks like a delightful mon. I love mon. What fortune you have to come hither this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs, too. Hearts, livers, brains, the most attractive organ. Or a brace of blood sausages, if you desire only a snack. The doman. Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some days ago. Alright. Balder. Oh, I love your gait. Wait, no, Bider. Sorry, never mind. So I think Grayson released the water one right now. AC says, though, I recommend you stay away from the nudie tribe because that sounds like an awkward conversation. It says Mo. Mole? Mole. AC says, Zoe are like beef. Buse is basically steamed dumplings or buns. Like, delicious. Roasted fish with pumpkins. An exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection. Beloved without the step. Come, come. You seek domins? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Are the Goro the ones that stuff themselves with water? Sure, says, buns. Ace says, I love me a good barbecue pork steamed bun. He says, I'm going on a call with my friends. See you guys later. Bye. We'll see you later, Hydropro. Thanks for coming to hang out. It was fun chatting with you. Hope you have a good call with your friend. We'll see you later. Cloud says, nothing like some good buns, but we had that talk in the 14 Discord already. Ace says, give Grace's bun a bun. So rude. All of you minus 10 points. Goro Horsemaster. I have bought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. That's not weird. Say again? You are seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with the mole girl. I could not describe her. I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase that contains mole to ask the Zayla in reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Enter any phrase that contains mole. Oh boy, any phrase. Any phrase you say, that is bold. Now, where shall we go next? I'm sure this won't be horribly offensive to any of them. Mole lady? You take me for a mole? I am Orinir. Compare me not with one so weak and lowly. Kirina? I don't think it would be so expensive. Let's see here. Is that mole on your base? Yes, I am Mole. My name is Serenia. May I help you? Wow, that was easy. I gesture with my hand. Oh, I see. You were looking for Hien. In that case, how's off? How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then... I will, though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. You are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass the reunion. We will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. Ah, I understand. Thank you for the kindness. I I am sorry, but when we speak of the Heian later, I cannot leave reunion without that Kinsai. Let me guess, I have to go find Whisper Root for you. Because I am eternally in the service of others. We did it. He says, oh, that guy is part of the tribe that marries their horses? Yeah, not going to elaborate on that one. What'd be weird about that? Now it says mole. He says, are you moling it over? Just copy paste /s mole. that's rude. This is one of the ways you can help someone who's new to MSQ is in reunion. Oh, it says mole. It says, yeah, that's why I've been doing it in chat here. He says, I left my Twitch info on my other account, I can't recover it. Oh no! That's rough. Sorry, you got loading error. Kutcher says, the cruelest thing to happen is to take a bite of a bun only to find its cake is made to look like a bun. Humanity. Yeah, what's with like the weird trend on TikTok of people like making stuff that looks like other stuff, but then it's really just cake? It's like a weird trend, and I don't know if I like it. A season for war? Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly make an exception today. You want to help me? Is that it? Makasete kure. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Grayson. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough with Whisper Root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Oh boy. Come, super gross thing. You must away. The Sea of Blades. That doesn't sound good. He says, runs to Kid Icarus Uprising, where Pit talks about not steaming the sacred buns in the huts. Ugh. I don't want to think about his sacred buns. There we go. And one more quick measure. Boy, take this. Some of that. And one of these. This. Hey, George, you got it. Get him, George. So I can't say hi to the old friend on that account, says loading it. Oh, okay, that is rough. It says, is it cake? Stop being disrespectful to my tribe's market. AC says the cake is a lie. That says, I would love an undated or Kid Icarus Uprising game. An undated? Updated. Oh, updated. Light versus Dark and KIU is fun. It's weird how few Kid Icarus games there are, because I feel like the ones that have come out have been pretty well received. Yeah. Or am I trying to get this way? Running says, if I bite into something I thought was crispy chicken and it's cake, I'm gonna be very angry. Says, I hated using the touchscreen for aiming, but it was a really fun game. Plus, I do live like the Kid Icarus characters personally. Kid Icarus, not Killer Instinct. I mean, what's the difference, really, when you get down to brass tacks? Ouch, my toes. Ace says, did you know Pit looks pretty young for being nearly 25 plus years old? Is that how old he is in the game? Because it's specifically called Kid Icarus. Excuse me. Also, isn't his name Icarus? Like from Smash Bros? Welcome back, Grayson. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The keen sigh is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Good God rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west. Sure thing, boss. It's a lot of guidance. Hey, the dawn approaches.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
Don't spook her. Moles are very, very flighty.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
It's just like, never said friend.
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
That lazy SOB needs to get off our couch.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second!
Oh, good. That's always a reasonable start to an argument.
Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Daring dude, Andy.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much. Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly. Very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories.
Intriguing.
The Undyne ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir.
Castir?
To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Alright.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
The Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San.
Sahan San? That's not how that's spelled at all, but okay.
Which in these lands is now.
Oh.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Mm-hmm.
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Kestir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
Uh-oh. I sense a subplot approaching. My warrior of light instinct is kicking in. Like somebody's gonna ask me to do something stupid on their behalf. Before the rebellion, men from the south sometimes come to trade. Now, much, much less. Yes, sir. Go, Zetsu. If she knows where Lord Hien is, then what are you waiting for? Ask her. Yes. I like a good fight as much as anyone, but we should probably find Hien and head back to Dome as soon as we can. Oh, don't worry, we'll get dragged into this somehow or other. People have spoken, and Lord Hien will heed their words. He must. Guys, isn't Pit like 100+ years old? I guess you're down for Kid Icarus anime? I would be down for anything more Kid Icarus, because that was a fun game. Versus that kid be old enough to slam back shots. He's called Pit in Smash Bros. Nuh-uh. Call him Pit, it's because you're the Pits. Anyway. This is like even upraising years past from start to end. Huh. He says Dark Pit has a great theme with that Spanish guitar. One here says I'm reached out on my new account, hopefully he remembers me. Nice, nice. He says, don't mind those boys, they're just aggressively flipping, just hear how loud they are. I mean, as they say love and hate are closely related. Of course, as in Hatun Kestir. Coincidence? Hatun says, AC says, does texting count as speaking without words? Hatun says, it's Mongolian Grey. Hatun says, I don't think the Kestir writes letters even. Says, imagine the master of the market having a meeting. It would be an hour of silence and a sudden abrupt end when he leaves without saying anything. He says, Westine do right. Or Kestir do right. Any good market needs accurate bookkeeping. Hatun says, yeah, I meant like personal letters. Well, you never know. Serena. Serena knows where you might find Lord Hien, an impossible dream. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Domans set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, I could see your map for a moment. Here. He has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Good luck, Serena. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master.
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, loading error. Apparently. Basis of commerce is personal. Oh, he's gonna be at the top of that hill. Ugh. Making me walk. What's the way to get up there exactly? Figure it out. He says, Serena's such a nice girl. Neptune says, other way, Gray. You don't know that. I can smell it. This is a shortcut. Don't you worry, I'll get there in no time. Shush. I know what I'm doing. Cloud, you can't disrespect me. My stream. As close to the other exit. Give the hill. Just give me the hill. Change this true. Get there eventually. See? I know what I'm doing. I got here in no time flat. I found the shortcut. Y'all didn't believe. Wait, he was up here the whole time? So he knew we were... Actually, I think I did find the shortcut. Also, but he was here the whole time. He saw us come in and he didn't say a dadgum thing. A-hole. Ian, you're the worst. My impression of you is equals very bad.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Well, he's alive anyway.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected.
Hmm.
So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
Both.
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight.
It's kind of true. At least 10 people are.
The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Hmm.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head.
Fair.
But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them?
This guy's gonna be real fun to be around, I can already tell.
You giddy! Gosetsu! And,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude.
See? Who the hell is building an ark in the background? I just realized. Hold on. Big old ship bull over there. Ship. P, by the way.
There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side.
It would be your honor. I nod my head.
So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giddy. I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of a Zayla army.
He's a cheater.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Gasp.
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still.
It's kind of true.
It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can.
That is kind of terrible, actually, because you're trying to conscript people into your cause. Even like if you are doing it by like the rules of their own land, that's pretty.
Wow.
Pretty iffy. Yeah, I agree, Owen Wilson. Wow, indeed.
Furthermore, by championing them all in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, you giddy. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well.
Very well, very well.
Once more, I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
I mean...
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
This is true. We're gonna get so creamed. Just maximally just destroyed. Oh, I like that background music though. I'm a sucker for anything that has like a good choir in it. He's a lot more straightforward than I expected, and he's certainly not short on confidence. But maybe that's the kind of leader Doma needs if they're going to beat those odds. And hey, we've come this far, haven't we? Who's to say we can't go even further? I don't know if I played it 10 seconds earlier. Dang it, Bobby. That boy just ain't right. The music playing is the FF6 theme of Doma. Oh, okay. So it is. Now that my husband's played again, I recognize it. This is the Dawn Throne. To get it, you have to cross... That is the Dawn Throne. You have to cross the Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. Zelda fan, you probably get the reference. I don't get it. What could possibly... How could that possibly be related to Zelda? What could a Hyrule Warrior possibly have to do with Zelda? I don't get it. He says Doma was a thing from F6, wasn't it? If I recall, Hien was not there. Ace says, when you get into later expansion, I want to bring this up in a few years' time. So rude. Claire says he's using their rules and they honor strength. I see nothing wrong. Plus, he does have to win. Claire says, also, finally someone not completely downtrodden, defeated by the Empire. Ace says, Hien is the last year of the Raijin clan. Ancient rules of Doma for many generations. This is true. Probably. But no, it's absolutely weird thing to do, because he's not even from this land. He's waltzing in. I mean, he's playing by the rules, but it's still like, I don't know. It's pretty sketch. Because like it really is like a war that up to this point they have nothing to do with. And he's forcing them to fight on behalf of like another group they barely have any relations to. It's pretty sussy. I don't like it. Oh, Grayson Allen, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Heaven's Eye materia. Now to the next class job quest. I leveled up. Oh, 68 fools. Hagakure. Iki Shoten. Let's go. Says the rules are they fully strong, but they have to prove they are strong first. So don't rule them out just yet. There are a few other rules, but that's spoilers. You gotta go get learned. I mean, like, so I guess to be clear, like, I'm not arguing with the rules, right? I'm arguing with the morals. Like, it's one thing to follow the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law is that the person who wins the contest rules the Azim step, right? And so if you win that, and then you have everybody march out of the Azim step to fight essentially a foreign war, Like, even if like it's not against the rules, it's pretty shady. Like I mean, if that's really how the story plays out, with like the Zayla coming to aid in that manner, it's not. It's really not cool. It's not respectable. Has he truly recovered from his wounds, I wonder? I believe a match may be in order. It's a lot more... Okay, it's still the same thing. Right. As if you came and force him alone first, I'd agree, but he's doing what they want first. That's an agreement, not a conscription. I mean, is he participating in the Nodum, like with them knowing that ahead of time and agreeing to let him participate anyway? Because it's also kind of weird, like he's being allowed to participate at all. Because I thought the Nodum was specifically for people within the tribes, and he's super definitely not. He says that, you know, some ninja lore is heavily tied to the Rajin family, and also a legendary ninja named Sasuke. Does he assume the current leaders don't oppress all the other tribes as is? I mean, maybe they oppress the tribes, but they're not forcing them into war, right? I mean, that's a whole other level of problem. And to say that he and his is good just because the other people are worse is not really an accurate statement. That says the morals are they all accept the lives they choose. They're not going in blind like they have no clue what he's doing. Says this: if you win the Nadam, you'll be Khan, and your tribe will rule the steppe until the next competition. Gasp. Hold on. This is spooky dooky. Okay. Look at that. It's me. I heard the sound of redemption being played. Says his reason for being there isn't secret. He's fighting for the mole, which is a tribe. But again, like, he's fighting for the mole. Like, do the people know that the reason, like, he fully, like, do the people who are also in the Nodum know that he is physically fighting with the purpose of having them all get conscripted into his war, into his battles? Like, unless it'll all be explained, Gray. I mean, we'll see. We've got to play the game, all will be explained. I mean, at least as it's laid out right now, Hien definitely seems more like a villain than a hero at this point, because that is shady garbo. Hien is, if nothing else, an optimist at heart. So, you too have heard of the Nodum. The great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with
your
Mole.
endless chatter.
I'm going. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in Nodum. But lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? Oh, will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. And when they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the Mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Elo, where Serena and her people have made camp for the season. Sure thing. I imagine whenever this quest ends, it's probably where we're going to end the stream, I'm going to say. Just as a heads up. But we'll see where this goes. Dang it. I almost had a sick shortcut. Come, Maggie. Away. Gotta play. Cartoons you need to play to know. Just play, you'll see all that. This is the best way to figure out things else except the next quest and to keep doing so until you have no more quests. As what is the thing from anyway, loader? Oh, it says, look, some of your concerns are explained. I mean, I'd say the concerns that were explained were the least of them. It still comes down to like the ethical nature of it, which is super unethical. It's a good stopping point anyway, says Claire. This area's kind of long, but has a lot of good story. Racing just right amount will take forever to walk. You said it would take forever, but it didn't. We're already here. Kind of. We're at the halfway point, apparently. Please. Serena came all this way by herself. She's braver than she looks. Oh, the beasts never far. I saw more than a few stalking us as we walked. Truly, these lands are fraught with peril. My friends, I give you Mole Elo. The Hatun of the tribe, Timilin, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. We're on our way. Oh, it's the dung. Oh, the mammoth. You killed the mammoth. So rude. This is one thing you should know up ahead. I'll tell you when you get to it. Fair enough. Falcon Porter. Cool. Okay. Go, Zetsu. For all the grand promises my Lord Hien has made, it would not do for us to falter now. We must earn the mole's blessing. It's smaller and more cozy than Reunion. And is that music I hear? It's strange, but somehow comforting. I am told you have a knack for making excellent first impressions, Grayson. Why don't you lead the way? It's true, I'm very handsome. Mole merchant in Minder. Do I need to repair anything? Nope. All good. Counter guy. Ah, you must be Serena's acquaintance. Ask me anything you wish to know. What do you do here? I help my fellow mole to understand what the elder gods ask of them. Their requests can be quite cryptic sometimes. I was chosen for this role as I was once an adventurer much like yourself, till I took an arrow to the knee. My past experiences often help me unravel the meaning behind the gods' messages. As its name suggests, this area is home to wee mole. That said, it may not be so for much longer. We tend to move on whenever we require new land to support our livestock. Though that too is ultimately up to the gods. They govern every aspect of our lives. It is they that chose this role for me. I have to say, it does suit me well. So basically, he gets to boss everybody around and say it's the god's will. Sounds like pretty easy living. I would caution you to comport yourself with dignity in the presence of Temulin Hatun, but I sense that it will not be necessary. Serena? Oh, it's you. Where are your comrades? Did you find Hien? Oh. Are you the grandparent? Last, the traveler comes.
Tamarun Hatun, Serena, I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Indeed,
ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans, too.
You know us?
Oh.
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
Okay.
The mole hearken to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardum, as a warrior of the Maul. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the Maul is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
You also got Gozetsu.
I thank you for your concern, Serena. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
Sure.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hartoon of the Mall, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum.
I smile and nod my head.
Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
Yeah. All three of your warriors that you're going to use to fight this whole battle?
You... wait. I would have words.
Words? Which ones?
A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end.
Ooh. Okay. I tilt my head questioningly.
Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
Sure. Where are my parents, by the way? Like, how did I get here? And who... That's never been established at all, has it? Also gotta go see Granny. Scary thing is how crazy these visions are. That woman is surprisingly good at these visions. Jello Gamer says, oh, I still managed to attend. Hello, Gray. Oh, hey, Jello Gamer. Howdy. I remember you left a comment on the Warframe stream from yesterday. That you missed it. I'm glad you're able to stop by today. Good to see you. I'm not sure if you're more of a Warframe fan, because this is a slightly different kind of game. But I'm glad you're able to stop in. How are you doing? Versus Gray not good with words. AC says, I'm going to bring this conversation back up in a few years' time when you get there. Shush, AC. Says, there's some dialogue there that... Never mind. Says, Granny hits different on subsequent playthroughs, let me tell you. That's how vague you should be when speaking of future events. No spoilers. Just sorry I didn't arrive early. It's all good, Jello. iTunes, that's up to you. To you what your lore is. I accidentally fell asleep again. It happens. Sleep is good for you. Don't worry a thing. Also, for people that are a nomadic tribe, they really put a lot of time into making this together, like a really nicely crafted floor. Like, look at this. Look like how tightly the floorboards are together. This is like way more than a temporary home. They intend to be here for a few years at least. But anyway. let's go talk with the others outside. I assume this will... Yep, that'll end it. Go, Zetsu. How confident and bold in speech he has grown. More and more he reminds me of his father in his youth. Ian? Though I have spent much time with the mole, I have yet to fully grasp the nature of the Udgun and their insights. But they value the chance encounter and the potential fortune it brings. However, it is plain. Let's try not to disappoint. I guess we'll have to beat some strong opponents to win this Nadam. That's good, isn't it? I mean, if they were easy to beat, they wouldn't be worth taking back to Doma, would they? Serena? Ah, thank you all for coming, and for offering to fight with us in the Nadam. Though I still fear our chances grim, I am grateful for your assistance. We recognize as warriors of the mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another more pressing matter. A pressing matter? How pressing? We'll never know. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Blair says they're all omnicrafters. Posing extreme, I guess. Just as they may be nomadic, but Amazon doesn't discriminate. That sounds about right. This is what's more pressing. Fetch quests. A lot of fetch quests. Always more fetch quests. Well, it says, do you synth down to base parts to travel, then use macros to remake their village? That sounds true. That sounds accurate. Yeah, actually, I'm glad you made it just in time, Jello, but actually we're probably getting ready to end the stream right about now. I usually go for about 4 hours on these days. And we're hitting just about 10 p.m. where I am.
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Sir Goodsworth. But yeah, so we're actually gonna be calling it because it's getting kind of late where I am, and I gotta be able to get up in the morning, fairly early-ish. So I mean, I'm glad you made. Thanks, Cloud. I'm glad you did make it, Jello. Though it's good to be able to catch you live. And I mean, there'll be more streams, obviously. It says, do you know if you're podcasting Tuesday? This is okay. I'm not sure on the state of the podcast. I possibly. I'll let people know for certain what happens ahead of time. I'll need to talk to Zyga about it and make sure that we're set for doing something like that. So I guess the answer in the end is maybe. Jesus, Grampy needs to sleep. Shush. Clouds, are you awake now? Thanks, Cloud. At least I gotta say hello. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to stop by, Jello. And don't worry, there's much more. We stream for sure on Saturday and Sunday, and then there's a kind of a podcast, like an anime podcast we do on Tuesdays, on occasion. Trying to make them more regular, but it's been hit or miss of late. But there's other things we want to start doing as well, but we'll figure it out as it comes. So I think we're gonna kind of call it here for today, because it's getting late-ish where I am. But it's been fun hanging out with people. I'm glad to finally start streaming again, because there was like a good almost a month where I couldn't stream at all, and that was not fun. But there's a selling way to go to work at Change Stuff for Future Sims just won't be here at the start anymore. That's understandable, Blair. Farewell indeed, Cloud. I understand, schedules change, things get weird. It's understandable. But hopefully, I mean, if you can come whenever you can make it, that's super cool of you. So, I mean, just anytime at all. Just get ready for FanFest coming soon. The S agent told us about that. Says, yeah, happy to have you back, Gray. Yeah, it's been real nice. I'm glad we're finally getting back into the swing of things. Time to avoid all FanFest stuff, meaning gotta avoid YouTube again. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm pretty good at being ignorant. Jealous even told me the exact day of your return and I still missed it. It's all good, Jello. I'm glad you're able to stop by today and say hey. I think next Saturday we'll be probably playing more Warframe. I imagine Sagen will be there. And yeah, I mean we'll be doing stuff. There are things in the works. There's pokers in the fire. There's stuff going on, but yeah. So I guess thanks everybody for coming to hang out. For actually, before anybody yells at me, I'm gonna teleport back to Sanctuary. I know people get super grumpled if I don't end the games like in a town. I don't want to get yelled at. But here we are. We're in Sanctuary. See, it's fine. There's a moon next to my experience bar. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. This was tons of fun. I hope we'll be able to, see y'all soon again. Cloud says, this may or may not sound bad. I'm glad you didn't stream while my power is out. Yeah, I mean, that works out, I guess, at least. Just I think I got my sleep schedule right this time. That's good. I should be able to get here sooner. Hey. Yeah, I mean, if whatever works best for you, Jello. Like, we're always happy to have you anytime you can make it. So, yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody. Have a good night. Good night to Cloud, Lala, Kalair. Good night, Jello. Good night, AC. Good night. I think loading area may have already bounced, but good night to thems. And thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll see you later. Hope you have a good week. Hope everybody has good times. So we'll see you next time though. So okay. Bye bye.